Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. MSPs are to discuss the changes to punishments that can be meted out to politicians that fail to live up to standards. Currently, you can only be thrown out as an MSP if you are jailed for longer than a year and detained in Great Britain or Northern Ireland or the Republic of Ireland, which means you can be receiving 2 years in French jail and they still can't get rid of you. It's a very, very odd situation. It did mean that Derek Mackay, of course, sex pest shame MSP, was capable of staying there, even though he received a year's jail sentence for the touching up of other people's children. And yet, because it was only a year, not more than a year, he could come back. But it's still a whole year that his constituents didn't have representation. It's wrong. Now, they're looking to change this. They want to make it much more, much simpler, should we say, a much easier process to get rid of MPs who befoul the law. But it's been revealed in all the sort of background checks and things that they're doing about this whole thing that had they had this new rule in place, Michael Matheson would have gone almost immediately. It had to have gone. There'd have been a recall petition. He'd have been probably voted out, and so on. But actually, we kept thinking for a long time that it was Humza Yousaf who was trying to keep Michael Matheson in place, his pal. But it turns out, whilst, yes, Humza was all for keeping him, he had another great friend at court, as it were, because John Swinney literally put his foot down and said, no, he can't resign, he mustn't resign, he mustn't go, we've got to keep him. And even though there were people within the SNP who felt he should go. So it's nice to have friends at court, isn't it? Now, obviously, in Westminster, if you are suspended for 10 working days or 14 calendar days, you can face a recall petition. And if 10% of the population in your constituency sign the petition, then there is the recall election and you can lose your job. We've seen this a couple of times, of course. This has happened before. But obviously Scotland doesn't have that at Holyrood. But they're looking now to align the rules. And this would have meant quite a few, actually, would have been facing a recall position, which is something that needs to happen because they're all, deep down, either ultimately very, very stupid or ultimately very, very corrupt. Often both. So yes, it would have been nice to get rid of Matheson, but he seems ensconced now until 2026. And then hopefully the good people of Fife vote him out. Let me know what you think, as ever. Till next time, goodbye.